All right, guys, a few rounds of the playoffs in the books. Let's play that music and come back and find out who is going to be highlighted on Talking Preps Players of the Week. All right, guys, had a great week of some high school football playoffs, or the midpoint, 3 weeks in the books. And let's find out who did the balling out, who got the call, and who's going to get highlighted here Talking Prep. So let's go up to the high country. Watauga County, Boone, in a 27-19 victory over Charlotte Catholic. Evan Burrows caught 17 passes for 91 yards, also ran the ball 5 times for 43 more yards. Man, that turf field looks good. Gary, what do you see right here?
Speed. He's got another gear that the Catholic kids don't have. He caught a variety of tight balls. I think those stats are wrong, though, because he's got 91 yards on just these highlights alone. And if he caught 17 passes, I know he had more than 91 yards.
Yeah, for sure.
Man, looking good, looking good. Watauga, they're advancing into playoffs. You balled out, you got the call. Let's move on up to Wake County and take a look at Connor Lindsay from Cardinal Gibbons High School. Lindsay was 17 of 24 for 273 yards and 3 touchdowns in a 40-19 rout over Hillside in a third-round playoff game. That was a Thursday night game. Coach Hales, what do you see with this guy?
What I see with this kid's a winner. On that first highlight there with him, with the little sprint out play, it looked like nothing was open for him. He wasn't looking just to get a couple yards and get down or get out of bounds. Like, he was getting down there. He's breaking tackles. Like, this is a kid he's lined up at the quarterback spot, but you can say absolutely this kid's a football player. Like, he runs it well. Obviously, he throws it really well. I mean, it's no wonder that these guys are good year in and year out, and you have kids like this playing quarterback.
No doubt, no doubt. Hey, let's move a little bit further east to Northern Nash. Preston McDaniel in a 19-14 victory over 71st. McDaniel ran the ball 29 times for 127 yards and a touchdown. Gary, that was a big-time win.
Yeah, they needed every one of those yards, too, because this is a closely fought game. And you could tell the importance of it because now he's lining up at strong safety. And coming up, making a play in open field, that's more impressive to me than anything is that, he can do everything. He's catching passes. He's running the ball between the tackles. He's making tackles in the open field. He's just a football player.
No doubt. Hey, I'm going to tell you one thing else I love. I love seeing games being played on grass. I think all we see is turf these days. It's kind of great to see the field turn brown after the frost. Incredible football. They advance. Let's move even further east. We cover them from Dare to Cherokee here. I'll talk with Preps. Amari Pearson, Jacksonville High School, in a big 35-34 victory over Scotland County. Pearson ran the ball 14 times for 122 yards, 3 touchdowns, also had a 2-point conversion that proved to be the game winner. Coach Hales, that's a big-time play on a big-time stage.
No, for sure. In this game, especially because, going up against that running back from Scotland who had a monster game last week, I'm sure he and his teammates heard plenty about the kid from Scotland. And for him to come up, with a night like this in the playoffs. But, I mean, I love the way he runs the ball. Like, he's getting to his block, he's setting it up, and then it's just one step, and he's getting north-south. I mean, right here you see him step up. He's picking up blitzes and pass protection. This is just great all-around play by him.
No kidding.
Look at that hash number sideline, split them, get down the field.
Wow, no kidding. Wow, that was a great game right there. Let's bring it back here to the Metrolina region. J.M. Robinson High School, Ari Greenfield in a big 41-33 victory over Oak Grove. Greenfield completed 16 of 21 passes for 245 yards, 3 touchdowns. By the way, he also ran the ball 15 times for 135 more yards, 2 more touchdowns. That's helped the Bulldogs win 11 straight since an opening season loss to Myers Park. That's big time. Coach Hales, what do you see right here?
Well, again, I see versatility, and especially this time of year, in the playoffs when, and I think I even talked about last week, at some point your quarterback's going to have to step up and make plays. And, I mean, this is a kid, you see the high completion percentage, and it's not just dink and dunk. I mean, 21 attempts, 245. I mean, he's pushing the ball down the field. You see accuracy there. But, to run it for, 9 yards a carry as well. I mean, that's when you have a kid like this handling the ball at every single possession, that's going to make him a tough out. I mean, I don't care what defense you are, what style you play. When the best player on the field has the ball every play, it's going to make things hard for you.
Well, hey, when you ball out here on Talking Preps, you get to call. You get to come on stage and you have a big-time performance. Ari Greenfield, welcome to Talking Preps. That was a big win. You guys have won 11 in a row. Tell us, how's the season going? I know you got a big one coming up Friday night, but just kind of give us your thoughts on that big victory.
My thoughts is that the victory was great. It was a lot of highs and lows, though. I mean, I didn't play my best game. I feel like I did throw a pick to nobody, but I mean, I just got to give credit to my O-line, my receivers, my coaches, my defense to keep us in the game. And, they coach trust me with the balls in my hands to go make the play, and that's all I got to do. Do my job every drive, and that's pretty much it.
Ari, I was impressed with how you stepped up in the pocket. Is that something you work on? Because it's obvious with your rushing statistics that, most quarterbacks who run the ball like that, they go out the back door. They go out the side and you step up. What do you prefer to do, run or throw?
Whatever it takes to win, whatever it takes. Either running with my legs, just win. I mean, if I can do it with my arm, so be it. Just win. And I got to give credit to my quarterback coach, which is my father. He's in the other room right now. He gives me drills to step up in the pocket every day, every time. I try to be the best at my craft. But again, it's not just me. I mean, it's the O-line giving me time to step in the pocket, scan the field, and make the throws for my team.
Yeah, and you keep your feet moving. You can tell you have been drilled very well at the quarterback position as far as your fundamentals, because your fundamentals are great.
Thank you. I appreciate
All right, now you guys went out first game of the year. You played Myers Park, didn't go the way you wanted. Obviously, that was a long, long time ago now. But do you guys go back and talk about that game at all? Like, is there a motivation you still draw out of, taking a week one loss like that? Or is it one of those deals, it was so far away, like it doesn't even, you guys don't even think about it?
I mean, I think about it every day. I mean, I look back on it thinking that I could have played a better game for my team. And looking back how the score was. But again, we just moved past. I try to flush it out. But I remember it's week one, but now we're in the playoffs and it's just time to win. And I'm trying to do everything I can for my team to just win.
All right, tell us about practicing on Thanksgiving coming up this Thursday. That's got to be kind of cool. What are you most looking forward to about that?
I'm looking forward to thankful for that we're practicing on Thanksgiving. As you've been keeping up with Robinson, we've lost in the third round for the past 3 years, I think. And I'm just thankful to practice on Thanksgiving with my teammates and my guys and my coaches. And
you guys are going to host a Hickory team that probably has not lost 5 games in the last 5 or 6 years combined. They won a state championship a couple years ago. Their coach, Joe Glass, used to be the coach there at J.M. Robinson. Any thoughts on facing the Red Tornadoes?
My thoughts are just win, but they're a good, talented team. After Friday's victory, I watched film on them late at night. Been watching film today, earlier before I hopped on the show. And yeah, they're a great team, really talented, really disciplined. It's going to be an exciting game.
All right.
Hey, Ari, I got one more question for you. When you were watching that film, we have a term among coaches where we say finding the fish, which means the weakness on the defense. You don't have to tell me his name, but have you found the fish yet?
Yeah, I think I found the fish a little bit.
Okay.
I love it. Mr. Greenfield, best of luck. Thanks for coming on with us. Like I said, you ball out, you get to call here on Talking Preps. Congrats.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Hughes. Thank you, Mr. Richmond. And thank you, Coach Haynes. Thank you.
You got it, Ari. Thank you.
All right, guys. Hey, like I said, ball out, you get the call. Hey, we're going to take a quick break right here, but we'll be right back with even more players to highlight from round 3 of the playoffs. Hey, this is Chris Hughes, host of the Observer's Talking Preps. Proud to say that our show is growing and growing and growing, and we've got a brand new schedule. Mondays at 8 p.m., get our Players of the Week. No more waiting. Then on Tuesday, 8 p.m., catch me and Sam and all the guys of the #1 show in high school football in North Carolina, Talking Preps. Wednesdays, 8:30, Dale Ross and Jim West will host Talking Preps OT live, talking about statewide issues, trends, and interacting with viewers. And don't miss our post-game show Fridays at 11 p.m. where we wrap up all of the night's actions. At Talking Preps, we've got you covered all week. All right, guys, here we are wrapping up round 3 from the playoffs, Talking Preps. You ball out, you get the call. We got some more guys to talk about. Remember, we cover from Dare to Cherokee. Let's go all the way down to Duplin County. James Keenan High School in a big 54-26 rout over Aiden Griffin. Jeremiah Hall rushed the ball 15 times for 260 yards and 2 touchdowns. He's averaging 17.3 yards per carry. I can attest that most of that was in the first half this year because they blew so many teams out. But his teammate, Talil Pearson, also ran the ball 12 times for 202 yards and 3 scores, averaging 16.8 yards per carry. That's quite the double-headed monster in the backfield, Gary. What do you think about that?
I'm thinking Nebraska, because when I saw that quarterback get under center, turn around and pitch it, and they're running off tackle, not a toss sweep, an inside run, I'm thinking, oh, that's the kind of stuff Nebraska used to do with the quarterback as the lead blocker. And
that's the part I was going to say right there.
Yeah, the seeing the quarterback under center and you got 2 backs like that, that's an awesome weapon right there. And I'm sure their opponents don't get to see that many teams under center. Mm-hmm. And I don't know why more high school teams don't run from under center, because it's a better running formation than shotgun is.
Man, I couldn't have said that better. They are getting it done on the field. Coach Tim Grady, they've had a great season. Congrats to them. Let's move on. Let's bring it back here to the western side of the state. Let's go all the way up to Caldwell County, Lenore. Evan Holly from High Brighton High School in a defensive slugfest, 14-9 over Stuart Kramer. Holly had 12 tackles, including 8 solo and a sack. Coach Hales, I know you like them defensive guys.
I do for sure, especially a game like this. What do we got, 14-9? So, it's going to be a physical game. And, the things that I see, obviously you see the stats of 12, and the 8 solos, but other things that are showing up on the film here is just how he's setting the edge. He's being physical, and he's playing his part of the defense, and he's allowing the other 10 guys on the ball to pursue. So even when he's not, making the plays, he's not being selfish and jumping out and vacating gaps and things like that. He's doing his job. And then like that clip right there, he sets the edge, he holds the C gap, and then he's still able to get off and get a tackle for a loss there. So, no, that's very well done. And a kid that's, obviously well coached. We know about, the history at High Bright and how they've always been really, really good. So, no, great job on a Friday night and a big playoff win.
All right. Let's go back to Eastern North Carolina, all the way to Craven County. West Craven, Caden Seamster in a 30-14 victory over T.W. Andrews. Seamster had 14 tackles, including 11 solos, 6 tackles for a loss, and 2 sacks. He's another one of them dogs. Gary, tell me about him.
He's just unblockable. Look at that. He's in a track stance. He's not avoiding contact. He's running through the chest of the offensive lineman. He's a disruptor, man. When you got a guy like that on your defense, it makes it very hard for offense to drive the field, because you're not going to block him 4 or 5 plays in a row. In one of those plays, he's going to get you off schedule, and that's what I see here.
Wow.
Yeah, and not even the plays he's making sacks, like, again, getting hurries there too. But this guy, you look at it, kid's tall as could be, long arms. He's going to disrupt plays, even if he's not getting in the backfield, just getting his hands up and knocking passes down as well.
Yeah. Wow. I'm not trying to put too big a name on him, but he looks like LT coming off that line from way back in the day. That guy's got some speed.
Yeah.
In the pursuit, too. Look at that. And, that's one thing you don't always see from high school kids, especially is that backside pursuit. That quarterback sprints out. A lot of times they know the camera's not on them anymore. They kind of start to hot dog it a little bit. But this kid's flashing back into the screen. He's pursuing. He's making big plays, even when the ball's going away from him, which I assume is going to happen pretty frequently.
Yes, sir.
It looks like he just did a zone drop, from the defensive end position. that he dropped off into the flat. So he must be a great athlete that they also trust him in pass coverage.
Absolutely. We got a couple more here talking prep. So let's bring it back to Wake County. Lex Sevilla, Middle Creek High School in a 31-30 win over Southern Alamance. Sevilla, a junior, completed 26 of 40 passes, 342 yards, and 3 touchdowns. A little bit of a fog bowl right there, Coach Hales.
Yeah, these fog bowls are awesome. We played one of these back, like 2006 against Davie County. And it's so much fun to be in that environment. But, to talk about Lex here, the thing that to me is just jumps out is his decisiveness. Like he's going through his progressions, or maybe even pre-snap, there's a matchup that he likes. And once the ball leaves his hands, like whether it's the right read or not, you can see that he's convinced that it is. And so that confidence that he has behind every throw, like that translates. That transfers to the receivers. They know if he's confident that, he must be making the right thing, and they're going to make plays for him also. But, again, throw for 3 touchdowns in a playoff game like that, like even that throw there into a real small window, you're talking about you want to throw that to the front court of the end zone, and receiver, you better be there. And Lex did his job, again, 31-30 win. Kudos to him, and good luck moving on.
All right. Hey, we got one left here talking preps, and I think this is a big one too. Jared Street right here in Charlotte, Independence High School, in a big 52-18 victory over Richmond. This is not filmed from that game. This is earlier in the year, but still a big game over Richmond. They completely took the Raider magic out of the equation in that game. Street completed 12 of 15 passes, 212 yards for 3 touchdowns. Also completed 6 passes to 6 different receivers. Gary, he's a big one right here. Big numbers against a big team.
Yeah, I saw that game. I was over on the Independence side of the field, and it very efficient. DJ is known for his script, and they punted the first series of the game. And I don't think I remember seeing Independence punt the first series of a game. I mean, they didn't get a first down. I was like, oh, what's going on? And I was like, did he leave his script? But after that, no problem. And they had a great offensive game plan. They ran the ball more than I expected them to. And that, I don't know if he was doing that because he found the fish on defense, or he was trying to protect his defense by time of possession. Jared.
Yep. Hey, you ball out, you get to call Jared. Welcome to the studio here, Talking Preps. Tell us about that game.
Yeah, that game was a pretty fun game. Going over there and seeing the away section and just seeing all their fans, it was pretty special.
Jared, what did you think about when y'all ran the ball so much in the first quarter? Because we're used to seeing you spread the ball out a lot early in the game, and y'all just ran and ran and ran, and then when they start coming up, that's when you start picking them apart. But what did you think about it? First of all, do you get to see the script and say, yeah, coach, nah, coach, I don't like that one, I like this one? Do you have any say in the script?
So actually, that first play, the reason why we didn't go down the field is because I had checked out of the first play on the script. So that kind of messed us up, and Coach McFadden, he kind of got on me for that. But after that, just running the ball, I mean, when you got 2 running backs like Jaden and Travis Hill with an O-line like that, I have no problem with them as long as we're winning the game and getting in the end zone. It doesn't matter to me.
Yeah.
Jared, at what point, does Coach McFadden, does he give you any input, like as far as the game plan goes? Like, hey, Jared, is there something like, if you guys go through Tuesday's practice, like, hey, Coach, there's something I didn't like in there? Or like, do you guys have that type of relationship communication? Yeah,
I always talk to Coach McFadden probably about 2 hours a day outside of practice. We talk in school. If I have something on my mind, I'm free to go talk to him. If I just need anything about football or asking about the game plan, I'm open to talk to him about it.
Who throws a better ball, you or Coach McFadden?
I always go with me. We compete, but I always say it's me.
I'm sure it is you. I'm sure it is. DJ was more of a runner anyway.
And you mentioned him getting on to you, checking out of that first play. Obviously, you both are high-level quarterbacks at Independence. How does that make you feel, being able to rely on him, knowing that he's been in those exact same pressure situations? You have a great trust relationship with him to be able to take that kind of coaching in those tough situations in the moment.
Yeah, I'm just pretty coachable. I know that he's been in my shoes and he's played quarterback, so he understands what I'm feeling and when I get on the field. So just being able to talk to him and take his coaching is fine with me.
Who are there any quarterbacks now like you currently watch like if they're on TV? I mean, I'm sure every game's on TV now, but like they're like must view, like appointment watching for you. Like you're not going to miss a game when this quarterback's on.
I would probably say Bryce Young. I've always been a fan of Bryce Young since his high school days. We have a similar frame. I can see a lot of myself in him. And then, what he's doing right now on the Panthers is pretty special.
So you got the Panthers over the 49ers?
Absolutely, yeah.
Jared, what do you think about your upcoming opponent, Weddington? What is it? Have you had a chance to look at any film yet? And if so, what do you think about your upcoming opponent?
Yeah, I've watched film on them. We got the film yesterday. I watched some actually earlier today. Everyone knows they got a great front seven. They got a great defense, great team, coach well. We just have to go out there and execute, really. Comes down to that.
Now, you don't have to call his name, okay? But have you found the fish on the defense yet?
Yeah, I found a fish.
Okay, good.
All right. Hey, Jared, thanks for coming on with us. You ball out. You get the call here, Talking Preps. Incredible game. Best of luck this week versus Weddington. We're sure it's going to be an incredible game, and we'll talk about it next week.
Thank you. Appreciate you guys.
Good
All
luck,
right, guys.
Jared.
That's a great run of a lot of young men that really balled out on the gridiron this week, Talking Preps. If you want to be highlighted or considered to be the Talking Preps Players of the Week, send us a note on X, on Instagram with your stats and the link to your huddle. Send it to us by Saturday at 6 p.m. Obviously, we want to verify all the stats and make sure that everything is good. But send it to us at Charlotte Preps on X or at Observer Sports on IG. And like they say, you ball out, you get the call right here on Talking Preps. We'll get them next week. So best of luck to everybody this week, and we'll see you next week.